Rockies just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, these two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front. We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, it's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing his car on third down. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bobbing him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They find some open field here.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And some room to work.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Into the red zone, it's Carr.
And that'll be checked down to Drake.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And And that means 4th down. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Yes. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start the second half here with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk to one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
They try the left side here with Williams.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 15.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And some room to roam now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Throwing Jones. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The kick by McManus is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive in the 3rd quarter.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Carr to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. Bulldozes past him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
A big game there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in first and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams,
a 10-yard touchdown run.
and the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there.
What took you so long?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Now Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, it's hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right there.
A good pickup there at 22.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that, because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Now Williams running left. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 124 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down and 3.
To throw, it's Carr.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that's complete to Adams.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Charles, a lot of